What's up, everybody? RisingRetros.com here. Just wanted to briefly talk about the Sweet 16. Now, you may or may not like the things I'm about to say. I got the email a couple days ago. I checked it out really quickly, and I was not impressed. I didn't spend too much time looking at it, so I'm gonna look at it right here, right now with y'all. And you may or may not like what I have to say, but we're going to check it out anyway. Here we go. So right off the bat, we got one of those carrying cases. It says original 16 here. Let's see which ones are in there. So you got the Beatnik Bandit, the Cheetah, Custom Firebird, Custom Barracuda, Custom Corvette, Custom Cougar, Custom Eldorado, Custom Fleetside, Custom Mustang, Custom T-Bird, Custom Volkswagen, Dodge Diora, Ford J-Car, the Hot Heap, and the Silhouette. Okay, right off the bat, I don't want the Bandit. I don't want the Cheetah. I probably don't want a lot of those cars. The Hot Heap remake. Inspector Red. I know I don't. And I know damn well I ain't going to be paying $600 for it. Let's see how much it is. Alright, there's a Sweet 16 right here. So let's check them out. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Boom. A little Sweet 16 shot for y'all. Right? We're going to get better shots. They got more pictures. California Gold. Inspired by California muscle car and hot rod culture, the original 16 includes stone cold real world classics, plus far out designs by Hot Wheels team that became instant hits. So there's the case on the left. Then we got the open case on the right. Broski. Okay. It looks like it comes in this red box. Right. California Gold. Original Sweet 16 in that Spectre Red. Here's the other pictures. Okay. Launches on the 26th, 2025 at 9 a.m. So you guys got 3 days to wait. 3 days, 11 hours, 1 minute at the time of this recording. Total 80th anniversary Hot Wheels Original 16 Rally Case Set. $550. Let me zoom in on that for you guys. $550. Not to mention tax. So right off the bat, that's $600. Right? Not to mention shipping. Right? So that's going to be $625. Maybe $620. Something like that. For the 80th anniversary rally case. Alright. I know I'm not paying $620 for a beatnik. What is it called? Beatnik or beatnik? Whatever it's called, I'm not paying over $600 for a beatnik. And I'll get into the individual cars right now. Here we go. First off, right? It looks like I'm not sure what that car is called right there. A fantasy. I'm not going to even attempt to name them, right? Because I wasn't born in 1968, right? I wasn't born in the 60s. I don't know what these fantasy cars are called. All I know is I don't want them. That looks like a Barracuda or something right there on the right. This is the Barracuda, right? And this is the fantasy car. So right off the bat, the casting of that car, right? This casting was done in 1969. It looks like they're taking the old castings of these cars. You know, it's not like they're taking the 2025 casting of these cars, because that does not look like a Barracuda. I know it's a custom, but still. So here's the custom Volkswagen. I think that's the custom, don't know, maybe the Camaro. We got another Fantasy on the left and the Corvette on the right. Okay. That doesn't that look like the Barracuda, or is that the GTO? Is there a GTO in there? I forgot what I read. Maybe that's the Dodge Diora. I'm not sure. They all look the same. They all look the same. They all look the same, bro. This looks like the last picture. Is that a Barracuda? I can't tell them apart. The only one I recognize that is different is the freaking Corvette. I knew the Corvette right off the bat, you know. Now this, well, all right. Don't know what this is. This one right here looks like the Munsters car from the TV show. The J type, or there, that might be the Mustang right there. I think this is the Mustang. They all look like a Barracuda to me. The castings are from way back then, so there's very little difference, you know. There's very little difference in the castings, bro. They all look similar. I have no idea what that's called, man. There's no way to differentiate any of the cars. There's no way to differentiate any of the cars. I mean, this looks like the Corvette. See, this one right here looks like the very first one. See, that's the same car. Isn't that the same car right there? How are you going to tell this one on the right from... I mean, that one looks a little... doesn't have the split grill, but it looks exactly the same. See, this one has a split grill. Which one's the GTO? Which one's the... How am I supposed to know? Here's another split grill. They all look the same. So let's go back down to the Sweet 16. See, the Beatnik Bandit, the Cheetah, Custom Firebird, Firebird, Barracuda, Corvette, Cougar. See, the Barracuda and the Cougar. The Barracuda and the Cougar look exactly the same. Eldorado, Fleetside, Mustang, T-Bird. See, these are all iconic cars, but they're all looking the same. So you're going to tell me you guys are going to pay $620, right? Where's it at? $620, right? For this set. For cars that all look the same. They all look the same. Oh, that's hilarious, man. I mean, I understand, guys. I understand. If you guys are like fanatic Hot Wheels collectors, I wouldn't fault you for buying this. You know, I would be like, okay, he's serious collector. And I wouldn't be like, oh, you made a bad choice. I wouldn't say that, you know. If you're that type of collector where you're like, I collect everything, I'd be like, okay, this collection is for that guy. right? This collection, this set is not for your random, you know, your random collector, or your collector who just buys cars that they like. You know, like, oh, if I just like Corvettes and Mustangs and that's all I buy is Corvettes and Mustangs, this set isn't for me. You know, this is for that collector who's been collecting for 30, 40 years. And I wouldn't be like, oh man, you made a bad choice. I wouldn't say that. But for, you know, a collector like me who only buys cars that I like, and, you know, I don't buy everything, this just is not for me. And that's just my opinion. You know, it's not facts, guys. I'm just stating my opinions. Everybody got opinions, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? My opinion is not facts. It's not set in stone. It's just an opinion. And then this price is you might as well charge that collector $1,000. That's pretty much close to $1,000. You're only $300 away from $1,000, Mattel. You might as well just bump it up to a smooth grand. You know, throw in a T-shirt and say it's a grand. That's gonna do it for me. You know, just wanted to get on real quick, give you my quick opinion on the situation, on the product. I'm just giving you my first impression reaction. You know, I hope everybody has a good night. From risingretros.com. Later.